The eight-spoked sun wheel mandala has been used by every culture at some point in time all across the world. The eight-spoked sun wheel mandala represents the 8 directions, the 9 worlds of the world tree. It represents a shamanic map of both the external cosmos and the internal microcosm of the human being. Hi, my name is Michael Denny. For the past 25 years I have been studying, practicing, and researching different esoteric shamanic practices from all over the world that have an unbroken connection into their prehistory. The 8-spoked sun wheel mandala can be found in the Taoist tradition in the form of the Ba Gua, or the 8 gates. It is literally impossible to do any research into Taoist mysticism without coming across the Ba Gua. It is used in feng shui, it is used in internal martial arts, it is used in esoteric Taoist rituals, shamanic magic practices going all the way back thousands of years. In the Vedic culture we have what's called the dig chakra, or the direction wheel. Now it is impossible to learn the depths of Vedic mysticism without understanding the direction wheel. It's used in Vastu Shastra, which is the Vedic version of feng shui. It is used in Vedic magic. It is used in all different understandings in terms of mantra and ritual. You must understand the dig chakra in order to make any serious headway into esoteric Vedic practices. In modern times we have the pagan sun wheel, which is used by Druids and it's used by Wiccans, and it's used for various festivals for understanding the times and the seasons of the years. In pre-Christian times in northwestern Europe, among the Germanic tribes, which would be the Norse, the Scandinavians, the Anglo-Saxons, and the Germanic tribes in northwestern Europe, they had a symbol called the Eishjálmur, which meant the helm of awe. And it's an 8-spoked sun wheel mandala that was used for invincibility in battle. As it happens, the Vedics also have the identical symbol, which they call the Ashtanga yantra. And for them it's a very ancient symbol. This Eishjálmur symbol shows a connection to the pre-Indo-European tribes as they were making their way into the northwestern hemisphere. Now if you're like me, you look at these different practices individually, it's easy to come to the conclusion that they're just arbitrary 8-wheeled symbols used by different cultures. But as I continued to study them over the years, I found out that actually this is a core spiritual teaching that was used by all Paleolithic human beings at one point in time. I came to this conclusion because when I decoded the understanding of the Taoist Ba Gua, the Vedic dig chakra, the Siberian 9 worlds, the Norse 9 worlds of the world tree, and I looked at how each one of these different directions in mythology and in spiritual practice, what they actually meant, what I found was that it was the same. So the conclusion is, for me, either one of 2 things. One, either each one of these cultures was independently coming to the same scientific conclusions by working with the 8 directions, or this is a core spiritual shamanic teaching that was used by the first Paleolithic humans that came out of Africa into the northern hemisphere, and over tens of thousands of years, through changes in culture, ethnicity, and language, some of the symbology, the terminology changed. When you look at it, it's exactly the same. I'll give you one example. The northeast direction in the Vedic is ruled over by Ishana Shiva. And it's the highest realm of spirituality. It's the realm of the heavenly, most sublime spiritual energies that there are. In the Taoist Ba Gua, it is the realm of the mountaintop. Again, the highest, most ethereal spiritual energy that there is. This is just one example of how these energies are identical, they're just translated in different ways into different cultures. I invite you to come and look at my new website, sunwheelmagic.com. On that website, I will compare different spiritual practices that have an unbroken connection into prehistory, and I will take you step by step through a 9-lesson plan for discovering and experiencing each one of the 9 realms. This is a completely free magical apprenticeship course. I'm not charging a dime for this. I feel it's very important that this understanding be readopted by all modern humans. It's not just some other culture out there that has a handle on spirituality. Whatever your ethnicity is, whatever your background is, your ancestors practiced some form of sun wheel magic. sunwheelmagic.com.